Hey everybody, welcome to the early May version of the Lad Group newsletter. I wanted to start just by saying hope everyone's home, healthy, safe, and doing okay in this. Obviously, there's some pretty unprecedented times. It does look like things are starting to open back up throughout the state, and so hopefully that continues and people can get back to a certain sense of normalcy. Obviously, we do know a lot of people are still affected, and so if there's anyone in particular that you know of that needs help, we would certainly like to be the ones that could provide a helping hand. For those of you that want to hear more information about what's going on in the real estate market, we certainly have been trying to keep everybody up to date through our posts on Facebook, Instagram, posts on our resource page on our website. But most importantly, we've been doing webinars just about every 2 weeks that have the latest market trends. We've invited some special guests on to help talk through some things that we're seeing. Hopefully you found those helpful. We do have another one coming up here in just a little over a week, next Thursday. There's information at the bottom of the newsletter where you can click on the Zoom link and get registered. So we were originally going to get this out as an end of April piece, but we ended up having our last webinar was on May 1st. And so we thought we'd delay this 1 week and kind of get some updated details for the beginning of May. So with that, as a reminder from that last webinar, we talked about this as well. We were off to an extremely strong start at the beginning of the year with both January and February showing stronger sales than in the same months in 2019. However, in March and April, the effects of the coronavirus did catch up with the real estate market, and we saw pending sales drop both in March and April on the order of 21 and 50% compared to the same time last year. We will say that wasn't a huge surprise. We did see showing activity come to nearly a screeching halt in mid-March. However, as we went through on the last webinar, and you'll see if you click on the post, showing activity has picked up dramatically and is starting to approach those levels that we saw last in 2019. With that said, Bend is a little bit unique in that a lot of our buyers are coming from other places, and so their travel has been limited. And so for the most part, we've seen a lot of local activity. The showings have, like I said, have been picking up. And despite the lack of people coming to town and being able to see houses right now, for the first 11 days of May, we've seen 113 homes go pending. And so that compares to those same days in May of 2019, we saw 120 homes go pending. So that's relatively even. It's about a 6% drop from what we saw at the same week last year. So we definitely find that very encouraging, especially after seeing about a 50% decline in April compared to last year. This being relatively close is very encouraging, although we will expect to see this number of sold homes in May continue to be low year over year because those were the pendings from last month. But this new pending activity is definitely something that we want to see continue. And so up to this point, when we talk about prices, we really have not seen much of a change in prices. Prices have held strong. They were actually up about $8,000. So 468 was the median home price in April versus 460 in March. So that's held pretty strong. And one of the big reasons for this is just the lack of available homes. In April, we saw 38% fewer new listings than in April last year, which was pretty stark. And in the first 11 days of May, we've seen 54% fewer listings than those same 11 days in 2019. So we have seen the number of new listings that are coming to market picking up week over week, but it still hasn't caught up with what we would expect for this time of year. We do know that there are a lot of people that are sitting on the sidelines right now, kind of waiting to see how this plays out before they list their home. So we do expect the week over week growth to continue, but we will certainly be keeping a closer eye on that. In addition to that, we'll obviously be keeping a close eye on other articles that we're seeing throughout the country, things that we're seeing both locally in the real estate market and the economy. And we want to keep you guys updated. So we're going to continue doing it through the use of this newsletter. Like I said before, we're going to be doing it with another webinar next week, followed by another one a couple weeks after that. But be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well to get the latest updates that we're seeing. If you have any questions, you want to know how this affects you directly, we're always happy to talk about this stuff. And we look forward to hearing from you soon. We hope you're doing well, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.